All right, what's good? What's good? Same day, different talk. Oh yeah, I do smoke cigarettes. Subject for today? Well, this subject is somebody, or as a person, if you're somebody, are you more powerful than a nobody as a person? And vice versa. I honestly think the opposite is true. I think the nobody is usually more powerful in almost every statistical category than the somebody. I'll explain. The nobody, to me, has been ostracized, pushed aside, hasn't been liked, isn't a wave rider, isn't somebody that most people would agree with or choose to pay attention to. So, with a lot of different things, this person has had to have a more of a realistic view of what we look at the world as. When the nobody looks at the world, the nobody looks at a lot of people that do the same thing, want the same result, and are very cold to get it. Now, the reason I consider the nobody more powerful, not that the somebody doesn't get this, but the nobody has to get things and understand things on an introspective level. Because the somebody can get approval and they can quit the thought right there. Have you noticed that? The second that you have gained approval to a thought, you stop thinking? Now let's continue. The nobody is more introspective, which means they have to think of the somebodies as folks just like them, but in the things that they want, they're misguided because it's not a real concentrated view. The nobody understands that the somebody doesn't truly know who they are because they have a bunch of people that make up a somebody. And those are other views of other people, other characteristics and other people that we like, which is nothing wrong. But truly, to that degree, you don't know who you are as a somebody. You can't. Because it's a different view from different other entities that you respect, that you like their traits, that you want to fold those traits into yourself. Nothing wrong with. But have you ever really, truly failed at something? I'm talking about like really, 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 truly failed. I'm talking about like bust your ass. Like, oh, nigga, you put that together? You did that? The reason that that's so important to the somebody is because that's a defining moment. Failing at something, just like succeeding, is a defining moment. The only difference is you're celebrated when you win at it, when you make that effort and that effort does what it's supposed to do in your mind. You're celebrated, so you get to stop thinking. You get to just bask in the glory of that thing. Now, there are some winners that are somebodies that take a nobody approach to it. They strip away their ego to look at everybody for who they are. That's a somebody you want to be if you're going to be a somebody. But on the real, the nobody is left to have the opposite effect as the somebody. See, they're not celebrated. They're looked as the curse because they didn't make the winning shot or stop or block the celebrated person from making the shot. So they're left with this to toil over, to chew and stew. Now, with that same failure comes the why didn't I's. Just like somebody, they have to do the what if I did her, what if I could have, what if I shot her, what if, but the thing about the somebody is they have to stop that thought instantly. Because when you continue that thought, you have to give back credit to the nobody, because the nobody could have made that. The nobody could have made that. And if that nobody would have made that, you wouldn't be the one celebrating. So you got to stop that thought instantly, because that might just end your winning streak, right? Now jump back into the body of the nobody. In the things that the somebody wants, they know that it's unconcentrated. You don't really know who you are. The wins of the nobody are kind of hollow because you also don't know who you are. You've never lost to not know who you are. So when you dial back and you keep uncovering these layers of this onion, and you finally get to the middle greenish white sweet part, when you get to that part, you kind of find out that the nobody has more intent for goal, more structure for service, more just accountability. More, hey, yeah, that was me. I fucked that up. I ain't gonna lie. Because that loss wasn't that bad. That heartbreak wasn't that heavy. But if you win all the time, if you always that somebody, you know this victorious image of yourself, but then you have to sit in the nobody seat one time, be ready to off yourself. You be ready to take your own life. You wouldn't even have the inspiration to live no more. See what I'm saying? The nobody is a lot more pivotal than most people give them credit for. See, everybody plays chess to protect the queen, but the pawn wins the games. The soldier moves in, you know what I'm saying? Like, we think in less intricacies and wonder why we less of people. Because I can't strip away my ego to see you for who you are. And if I can't strip away my ego to see you for who you are, I don't know who I am. Man, show some love to your nobodies out there, man.